Welcome back. You're now watching the lifestyle segment on the weekend show brought to you by Holo Crunch Popcorn. Didi, we need to taste this popcorn at some point.
We do, we do.
Let's talk about education. In the last couple of years, and for all my life, to be honest, we've seen Nigerian higher education and tertiary institutions go on strike. The incoming president, when he gave his thank you speech, spoke about how he would be prioritizing education. But we've had tons of Nigerian youths travel abroad to study, and most of them end up being great in different parts of the world and even in Nigeria. How are we leveraging collaborations between Nigeria and these other countries when it comes to education? That's what we will be talking about on the lifestyle segment of today's show. And joining us we have
Dr. Vivek Singh, who is the Chancellor of Arni University. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me.
And we have Dr. Najib Hamisu, who is from Excellent Africa.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning and welcome to the
morning.
show.
Thank you very much. Dr. Vivek, let's talk about Arni University. I understand it's been in existence since about 2009, and you have courses from the BSc level, be it up until PhD. And now you are in Nigeria. So tell us about the university and why Nigeria at this point for you.
Arni University is having a more than 14 year experience in India for giving exposure to the Nigerian and to the Indian students who are into Nigeria. As we are running more than 140 courses in India, so for the innovative, for the creativity and the skill development programs, we want to collaborate with the Nigeria, because we have a lot of exposure which can utilize for the Nigerian students, as more than 4,000 students are coming to India from the Nigeria.
Okay, what areas of study do you think would be a great collaboration between the Indian institution and Nigerians?
After COVID, after Corona, the education system has been changed. Globally, there is a requirement of pharmaceutical and the paramedical courses. There is a lot of demand in the global market. So we are focused on the market. We are focused on the technology as well.
So how do these collaborations benefit students here in Nigeria and abroad?
We have our partners, Excellent Africa in Nigeria. Through them, we will coordinate with the local government to start our university in the name of Arni International University.
Okay. So can you share more on
Yeah,
how Nigerian students have benefited from this?
Yeah, actually, with what happened post-COVID scenario, Nigerians have realized that there is need for them to actually bring standard in terms of their educational system. If you see, during Corona, our students cannot be able to go to classes, as well as also the poor government policies. So actually, universities are going on strike, so it takes 5 years, 6 years for a student to graduate. And also, Nigeria actually spending a lot of money to sponsor their child to study abroad. So what we do as a company, Excellent Africa, actually we are into education. We have an office in New Delhi. We have an office in Zambia. We have also office in Nigeria. So what we do is how our main objectives is how to bring investors to come and invest and establish university here. So instead for our students to be going abroad, spending a lot of money, issue of war now happening in Sudan, when our students, when they are in Ukraine, federal government have to evacuate them to come back to Nigeria. What happened, as I said, during COVID-19 pandemic. So there is need for us to actually bring the standard here so that our students don't need to go to abroad to study. So part of our objectives is to bring potential investors that will come here and partner with the either government or individual to establish a university, so that our students don't need to go to abroad. They can start all the courses here. They can bring the expertise here. They can provide a good laboratories. They can actually bring faculties, that is lecturers from their country to here, to Nigeria. At the meantime, they will be training our lecturers. They will be providing good facilities. So I think in the long run, our educational system will be at a level of the same standard they have. So our students don't need to go abroad to study. So what we did, we are actually trying to convince them, bring them to Nigeria, show them, our educational system, and also so that they will be able to adopt with the environment in terms of cultural integration, what exactly our students need, because there are a lot of, because we have almost 2 different economy. So there are courses that might not interest them, but they can be of huge benefit to Nigerians. So we are advising him also, we are meeting with the experts to guide him on which courses have more priorities, what are the needs for the Nigerian student. So actually, basically, this is why. So he is now 100% ready. He has met with some, at the end of the day, he met different individuals from the government level. Now, I think he's ready to establish a university, Arni University in Nigeria.
Okay, so Dr. Vivek, and I must commend what you're doing, because this way it makes sure that people don't necessarily have to travel. So I'm guessing this would be a synergy between online teaching and on-campus within Nigeria. And we have a couple of colleges like this, Collège de Paris from France that has something similar. There's UBIS from Switzerland and some universities in the UK. So will you also be employing Nigerian lecturers who are professionals in that space for your Nigerian campuses, or will all the faculty be from India?
There will be a mixed faculties. Someone from the India, and we will take from the Nigeria. First of all, we will send them to India to train them with the technology and the standard of the global market.
Okay, so that at least provides some level of employment.
Right.
For Nigeria. And for your Nigerian campus, have you selected the location? Which state in Nigeria do you plan for this to be?
We have just visited a couple of states in Nigeria, and we have selected Kano.
Okay.
We have started our one office in Kano as well.
Okay. So have there been any obstacles or challenges in all of this? Because it's a huge project.
Every university and every business has the challenges. We have to accept the challenge and we have to go through.
Okay, so can you share?
Yeah, like also challenges in terms of the government policies.
Yes, everything.
Everything. So I think what we did actually, first of all, we actually connected him with the traditional rulers to at least give him courage in terms of security, guiding him on the how to go about it. Then in terms of I think now the system of registering university in Nigeria, actually, before you need a very huge land for you to start. There are a lot of protocols. There are more than 20 steps. But I think now, with what is happening, I think they have now reduced like many procedures. Now I think there are only 14 procedures for you to establish university, which will guide him appropriately to start.
Okay, so as we wrap this up, Dr. Vivek, I must commend you as the Chancellor of Arni University, and also choosing Kano State is quite important because we've had a high number of out-of-school students and children in the north, and so if they know they can have these facilities up until tertiary institution level, it provides employment and it also increases the number of education. So finally, for people who want to get more information about what you're doing, how can they reach out to your institution?
They can visit our university website www.arniuniversity.edu.in, and we have the channel partners Excellent Africa in the Nigeria. So our students can be connected with Dr. Nazim as well.
How can people find your organization, reach out?
Actually, we have a company, Excellent Africa. We have a website, www.excellentafrica.com. We have an office here in Abuja. We have office in Lagos, we have office in Kano. Our office in Abuja is area 11, but we can give mobile number for easier identification, 080 22256494.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
gentlemen.
Thank you so much,
for
welcome.
joining us. We'll take a quick break. When we return, Emeka is on with a poetic guest, and then we will be having a conversation about the Labour Party internal crisis on our political segment. Don't go away.